NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Baltimore Ravens. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Play fake here on first down. Steps away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, and you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
No, check, Patriot!
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
He'll get it up the middle. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Damian Williams, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Jackson on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Now, Barney. Now let's go.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And an alley to run. Zeke with a shake and bake. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go. 3-19.
Looking to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Zadarius Smith in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Marshall. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep, Golden Tate. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. This time, the extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll set up a throw. Dancing to his left. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now it's Tate. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now here come the Ravens. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. The give is to Elliott, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Gun! 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 All right, here we go.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Gun! Gun!
They go play action with Jackson. Steps away to his left. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker. Complete. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
No, check, Patriot! Patriot!
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call that a loss of 7. to bring up fourth.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
So out now come the Jets.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return, it's Tate. Able to push his way through. He juked him. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Set. Green 39.
They go play action here on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Jackson now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll try and run for it without him. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. And here's Marshall. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef, they want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cox. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Williams running left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run with Marshall, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Cox. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Over.
This is Marshall. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. They come out here in the eye. On 3rd down. That's Marshall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Keith Marshall hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And that will tie things up at 13. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Over.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
On 2nd down, Jackson flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He fights him off. And a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
Back now in Baltimore. 13 all our score as we start quarter number 4. The Ravens on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And now out come the Jets. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 18 yards on that one. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Detroit! No, check, Patriot! Gun!
They'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. He got 29 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Watch it now, Barney.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Over! Gone! Detroit!
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Leopard! Detroit!
From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney!
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And it's 3rd and short.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Set! 3-19!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cox. Give him 30 yards there.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
The Jets on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He's been terrific so far. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. They're in the 4th quarter in Denver. And give that one to the Broncos as they wind up winners. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Hot, hot.
Throwing now is Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On 2nd down, Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Now Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Jackson now, throwing on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far.
No, check.
They try the left side here with Williams. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Williams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Finding room inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. Down to about the 22 here. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now. To go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2.
Lucky 56. Gone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
First throw here in overtime. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Detroit! Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Gone!
And with the play clock counting down towards 0, Todd Bowles will take a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
Gone! Set! 3-19! Watch it now, Barney!
Looking to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, maybe said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. Now, remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
And the Ravens taking the field. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, fighting off the defender. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now what can Jackson do here in overtime? Forced out to his left. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A very solid gain of 27. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
A first carry now for Alex Collins. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Gone! 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 Over! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Jackson now. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to... Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson.
thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for the Jets, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, despite the loss here, they're going to wind up with a very good 11-5 overall mark. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. Do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it running. And I parked my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He made sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? When I look at my snap, I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Baby lay, waist snatch, back, shrink back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my, that's why they call it trampoline. Back on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back.